Yeah, and welcome everyone into the chat. Oh, Mr. Rootcats is here. I've been watching Mr. Rootcats StarCraft 2 streams back in the days. I don't know right now if he's streaming, but like I know he's been streaming a few years ago even.
Yeah, cats. You're talking about cats?
Yeah,
The
I'm talking
StarCraft
about
2?
cats. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I got a story for cats. Cats, everybody knows cats, and they know he does this proxy hatch right in the natural of in StarCraft 2 games.
Yeah.
I remember I was sitting in X17. Somebody said, "Hey, play this guy. He's really good." It was cats. I'd never heard of him. We play. He drone scout me, and this is a long time ago. It was Lost Temple, so it's a very long time ago.
Yeah.
He scouts me. The drone goes away, but I didn't actually see it leave my base. He in base built a hatchery in my base and sunken rushed me on Lost Temple, and I lost. I was like, oh my gosh, I just lost to an in-base sunken versus an X17er. Kill me, man.
Oh my god! And you play Terran, right?
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's so disappointing. This is what happened in Brood War. Sometimes you can like get nuclear land detected or sunken rushed by a Zerg. Okay, I think we can go to game number 3 because I can't wait. What will be the score? SuGo versus InCa. I know SuGo is a good Protoss. I don't know InCa. Maybe you played him.
Yeah, I don't know InCa either. Like earlier when we saw Wapool is apparently Dyna. I knew Wapool, but I didn't know Dyna. Maybe InCa has an alternate ID that I've played, but yeah, I don't know who InCa is.
Okay, so let's see if he is good Terran, if he is good enough Terran to play against Protoss, because it's a little bit harder to play as a Terran against Protoss than as a Protoss against Terran, especially on this highest level.
Yeah, I think it's hard to play versus Protoss, but I'm sure Protoss players would argue it's hard to play versus Terran, so yeah.
Yeah, excuse me for 1 second. 4-3 dla południowej Ameryki. Komu kibicujesz? Sobie. I asked Carol, who is she cheering for, and she said myself. So, so Europe won today. Yeah, world versus Karolcia. She's practicing hard. Yeah. Okay, so SuGo versus InCa. Are we ready to start?
Yeah, I'm ready.
I hope chat is ready because we are starting the game number 3 today. SuGo versus InCa. Protoss versus Terran again. So that's really good that we have Terran expert with us because we will have a lot of TVP today.
Yeah, actually, so many Terran matchups in this series. In the EU versus NA matchup, sure, we had a decent amount of Terran matchups, but there was only one Terran player on the NA side, me. So I'm actually shocked that there's so many Terran games, but that's nice for me because obviously I play Terran and I love to see Terrans play.
Yeah, you can always, like yesterday you learned from Dandy that you can make the barracks close to the refinery to make it pretty well good wall. So if you are watching good players from your race playing, you always can like look for some things and look from and do them in your own games.
Yeah, and now that I'm actually seeing InCa's name, I think I've played him, but I'm not sure. So I actually don't have like any opinion on him. On top of it, it would be a Terran versus Terran. So I don't know what to expect here. In my experience versus a lot of South American Terrans in general, in Terran versus Terran at least, they're very aggressive. So maybe he's also aggressive in Terran versus Protoss. Not sure.
I think it's a map with pretty open for the recalls. So as a Terran player, you have pretty big area to cover to defense against recall of a Protoss right here, right?
Yeah, roadkill. One of the things I hate about it is it reminds me of the bottom position on Talcross. It's so big. You have to spam turrets everywhere to defend arbiters. On top of it, it's kind of like Fortress also, where you have these ledges on the side where if carriers get into a good position, so in this specific scenario, if SuGo can get over top of the gnat at the top or get on the bottom side, he can come in, snipe, you know, the armory, snipe factory, snipe the command center. And then if there's also a fight in the middle at the same time, after he snipes key buildings, he can just be out in the middle of the map very easily. Makes it super difficult to defend all that stuff as Terran.
And that was a very fast scout from SuGo, if I'm correct, right?
Yeah, I think this was maybe after the gate, so a pretty fast scout from him. Terran actually is scouting pretty slowly, but he did do a cross scout. I guess he's worried about proxy gate. That's actually pretty common on here. I face it a lot. Also, the fact that, you know, Terran's on a low ground position, zealot pressure is very difficult to deal with because you'll be shooting uphill. I actually face a lot of zealot cannon rushes on here for some reason. They try to contain you
against Terran.
Yeah, and then they just take a fast nexus that forces you to not only get tanks but also get siege. And because Terrans usually take gas or take SCVs off the gas, your siege mode is actually pretty slow. And by the time you actually get out, Protoss has been running their expansion for quite a while. It's actually not a bad build. But this game, InCa is going 12 gas, and we do see a fast factory. That's pretty expected because of the low ground scenario for Terran. It makes it pretty difficult for them to deal with a 2-gate like what we're seeing from SuGo. The Dragoon count gets so high when you go gas a 6-man that you saw the last game in TT1 versus TT1. The bunker almost went down to just 4 Dragoons. SuGo will have 5 to 7 Dragoons if he went gas a 6-man. So I like this build for... Oh, actually, we have a 2-fact coming from InCa. This is pretty clever. The probe left. He saw that there was only 1 on gas, so he thinks this is a gasless, but it's not. Or a gas expand.
And InCa did scout the SuGo. He saw the second gateway, and he immediately added the second factory. So this was the response to the scouting. A very, very nice understanding of the game. But now he's supply block and he can build a tank. So this is a big mistake from him. He just have to... Oh, he cancelled the SCV, I think.
Yeah, pretty big miss there. But I want to point out something really subtle here. See these Marines from InCa? He sent them to the very front of the ramp. If you were expanding, you would almost never do this. There would always be a bunker here. So if I'm SuGo, I'm already thinking that something weird is up. Maybe it's a drop, maybe it's 2-fact, but I'm already skeptical of what Terran's doing.
Oh yeah, and he did let the SCV go, but these 2 Dragoons will clear it easily.
And the build InCa's pulling out is actually going to be the Jojo push, which is 3 tanks, rallied vultures with spider mines and speed going. But look, I was talking about this low ground. How is InCa ever going to get up this ramp? There's already 4 Dragoons out. When the 3 tanks get out, possibly 6 Dragoons are going to be here. And 4 Dragoons is actually the magic number because you're 1-shotting Marines, you're 2-shotting tanks, you're 2-shotting vultures. I really do not like InCa's position right now.
And I think he have to make a siege mode if he wants to leave this relatively cost efficient, because right now when he will try to leave this... But SuGo will lose 1 Dragoon.
That's such a critical Dragoon, no!
Oh, and now he will have to free shot the tank, but he's using the high ground. Really nice micro from SuGo. I heard you had like heart attack. Oh, but this is a
tank, no!
Bad micro from InCa, and now only 1 tanks, a lot of Marines, so there will be high ground advantage from a Terran right now, so maybe he will hold on over here, but I think siege mode is what he needs.
Yeah, so even though SuGo did lose that Dragoon, he did manage to get both of the tanks, and actually, this is non-stop tanks from InCa. This is something I have not seen in a long time, and actually the Marines have not died at all. So this is actually going to be a very strong attack, and look at InCa. He's pulling a Jae-Yun. He's gonna hide a base bottom left, I think. And if this goes unscouted, he can get back into this game for sure. I'm curious, did we get siege? I don't even think we have any upgrades at all from Terran. No mines, no speed. This is so weird.
This is pure DPS army.
Just straight DPS. Finally, he gets siege mode. I actually think this is okay. Look at the Dragoon count. It's so small. There's so many Marines here. There's so many tanks. And by the time he gets into position, siege mode will kick in. Oh, but the 4 Dragoons is what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
2-shot at a tank.
This is key number, as you said. And there is only 3 tanks and 6, 7 Dragoons from SuGo. So he should be able to clear it. There are some Vultures coming in. Oh, there is one more tank left, but...
Oh man, but look how fast these tanks are dying. None of the Dragoons have gone down. They're all really hurt, but the tanks are exposed now. He's even gonna kill, he's gonna kill all of them. Oh,
he's not target firing the right Dragoons. He should be able to win this fight if he would target fire the hard Dragoons, I think.
Yeah, so many are very low, but the tanks have all gone down now. We even have a floated barracks. What is this? This barracks is gonna die. Okay, I don't know what's going on. InCa doesn't even have bottom left going. Okay, now he started it, but he lost all his tanks. Yeah, okay, I'm looking at SuGo's base. I was thinking SuGo should just go Reavers now. What can InCa do? There's going to be nothing there, and that's exactly what he's doing. He's going to go 2 base, gate Reaver. It's going to be near impossible for InCa to stop. That's... How many tanks did he lose? Like 6 or 7? That's a huge commitment. And now he's trying to double expand? There's going to be nothing here for InCa.
Yeah, the biggest issue for him is that he's not having expansion. Of course, he's making this J-Unit expansion, as you call it, and I think it's much smarter in PvP to do it because the Protoss is not expecting that. Terran is expecting that against Zerg because Zerg needs to have third expansion, but Protoss will never scout this expansion until very late game.
Yeah, I actually hide bases quite a bit. I don't... Well... InCa's so far behind, he needs to make a move like this to get back into the game. But he lost so many tanks. If he lost half his tanks, this could potentially work. But because he lost all of his tanks, there's just no chance of him actually defending this Reaver on top of it. He's got this floated barracks. It's not like he could have a bunker that could potentially, you know, mess up the AI of the Dragoons. This is going to be so difficult for InCa to hold.
The only good thing for him is that this barracks did scouted this robotic support base, so he should know that there will be river drop somewhere, and he should be prepared for that. He already have engineering bay, he's putting some turrets, so maybe he will be prepared against river, but until this expansion will kick in and he will be able to gain some advantage out of this expansion, his situation is terrible.
Yeah, and it's not going to kick in. SuGo's going right now. We have about 10 Dragoons. We've got Shuttle with 4 Zealots in it. No Reaver yet, but it doesn't matter. We have 3 tanks, 3 Vultures. Probably the Dragoons could just straight up beat this army.
Oh,
and now we even have an SCV transfer. Yeah, Zealots on top of the tanks. The tanks are going to die. They're splashing each other. They're not even shooting the Dragoons.
Yeah.
I think this is going to be the end of
Very
InCa.
nice attack out of SuGo. Oh, there is... Maybe he will hold it with this one tank in the low ground? I don't know.
Yeah, he may hold it, but...
On what cost?
He's not going to hold the follow-up attacks.
Yeah, he lost a lot of... Too many SCVs. Oh no, he will not defend it. All the tanks are going down. Now the SCVs are fighting. There are too many Dragoons, so 30 limit to 81 for SuGo. So it was very convincing win out of him.
Yeah. SuGo's probably going to take it any moment now. InCa's got his hidden base. Guess he's relying on that, but... yeah, he should just be leaving now. He has no chance, really. SuGo's probably going to follow up with an attack any moment now. We have 2 factories even, and they're not even making units.
Oh, he's just waiting for the river, and with the river I think he will go and try to kill this expansion, kill this main base. That's good for InCa that he's having this hidden expansion. This is the light in the tunnel, but I don't think this light is very bright.
Yeah. If SuGo was playing more passive, for sure InCa could get back in this game. But the fact that he's going for a Reaver build, you know he's going to be aggressive with it. And what do we have here? We have 3 tanks. Oh, we might lose the shuttle, but nope, not yet. Reaver does get out. But there's just... SuGo's going 5 gate into Reaver, into Arbiter, going into 3 parts.
Yeah, shuttle will die.
Oh wow, the shuttle actually did die, but just doesn't matter. There's nothing here.
Yeah, InCa wanted to have expansion, but this was too much for him after losing so many tanks, and the position of SuGo is just too good. GG.
So InCa does look like he's probably an aggressive Terran. And if I'm in SuGo's shoes, I like his build, 2-gate into robotics. Just play really just play defensive versus these Terran players, and you can stop their attacks pretty easily. Dragoons are so strong in the early game. Once you get 4, like I talked about, you start one-shotting or two-shotting all of the Terran units.
Yeah.
That's what I'm expecting to see again in the second game.
Give me 1 second. I need to turn off the overlay.
Okay, I'll be right back. 1 minute.
Okay, I think it should be fixed. So there will be no more like this bright Nyoken and me notification that we are talking into the Discord. So 1-0 for Mr. SuGo. That was very convincing win.
Okay, I'm back.
Okay, so I think I turned it off, so let's hope it will help. Let's go for the game number 2. I think Hatchet will be happy because this will be the map he likes, and of course this is the new original map, and I know that Hatchet wanted this map to be tried out, and I think this is nice. So let's see how the game will go on this map. This is pretty original choice out of InCa.
Yeah, this is the first time I've seen it. I'm actually surprised InCa picked it, like you said, because you would expect him to pick a map he knows. Maybe he's played this a lot, so we'll have to see what he pulls out here.
Yeah, that's really surprising, and we will try to show the game in 1 second. I saw that Karolcia just came in. Chcesz mnie zastąpić po edukacji? No proszę, na chwilę. Okay. Oh, Karolcia is saying that she wants to... Jak jest pozdrowić? She wants to say hello to her, the only fan, which is Mind Flyer. Yeah, okay. Yeah, actually. She hope he misses. Should I be afraid? No, okay. Okay. Okay, go.
Yeah, go.
Let's go. Good luck, have fun, good game. Second game between InCa and SuGo. 211 viewers. Welcome everyone, and don't go anywhere. In half hour we should have pretty good announcement for you. Yeah,
I'm trying to think of what map this reminds me of, but really nothing's coming to mind. But one thing I'm noticing here is the main is absolutely huge. Look how big it is.
Yeah, and maybe this is the map, like maybe like Python or Lost Temple, because the mains are very close to each other.
Yeah, and when you're Protoss, if you have a close distance like this, it's not close by ground. Look, you actually have to travel really far. Terran's got to go to the right side, go down, and then go to the left to attack. But Protoss, Reaver is really in the meta these days. And if you have a close position Reaver drop, that's going to be super deadly.
Yeah, excuse me, I didn't show the game. I showed my face the entire time. So, okay, now it should be fine. Now the game is much more interesting. Thank you, chat.
Yeah, so I think we might see a similar build to what SuGo did last game, except instead of a 2-gate, maybe a 1-gate into Reaver. That would actually be a pretty good style, I think. The middle of the map is so interesting to me. Everything is pretty interesting. I like this. And then also we have these trees in the middle of the map. I'm guessing that that will also block vision. So it's kind of like it's a hybrid of a lot of maps. I'm getting visions of Sniper Ridge where you go uphill and you don't have vision. Well,
Yeah.
sure, you're not going uphill here, but you still at least don't have vision. I don't know. Very interesting.
Yeah, this is a new thing. I never saw that, and I think that is very interesting to add that kind of stuff, and I would like to see more games on that kind of maps.
Yeah, and we also have these destructible temples on the sides where maybe Protoss just shuttles over a probe or Terran shuttles over an SCV, and boom, they've got a third base that's pretty safe. It's not like Protoss can just go instantly kill it. It's a small surface area. You can build a bunch of turrets to prevent drops. Very cool map design. But anyways, we do have Protoss just going for standard 1-gate cybernetics, and again, Terran's going for 12 gas. We'll have to see if InCa's going to 2-fact again. On this map, just looking at how big it is, I do not like 2-fact at all. I expect him to just go upgrade Terran.
Yeah, a very fast expansion, and that I wonder why SuGo is not scouting with the probe. This reminds me of Dragon style. I think he's also not scouting with a probe in PvT.
Yeah, I don't know why he's not scouting. Actually, no scout Protoss has been a thing for quite a bit. They just scout with their first Dragoon. They really just get their econ going, get that faster Nexus up. But I think on a map like this, especially a map you don't know, you should definitely scout.
Yeah,
So,
definitely.
yeah, pretty interesting choice from SuGo. We'll have to pay attention to how many Dragoons he builds before taking an expansion. I think it will probably just be 3 just to be safe, because you don't want to die to a 2-fact like we just did die. Oh, well, like InCa pulled out on the last game.
Yeah, but he's not mining gas. He's mining gas only with one STV, so I expect that this will be fast expansion out of InCa. He's still producing Marines and STVs. It might be one tank, one Vulture, and like 6-7 Marines push to like mine to put some lines, to lie some lines close to Protoss base. But let's see, very fast expansion out of SuGo. So he will try to go and play a normal game. Now he will scout with the Dragoon. That I think he saw that the machine shop is almost done, so he knows that this is normal opening. At least he saw one factory. He don't know if there is no second factory, but at least he saw that there is a tech into the tanks.
Yeah, this is gonna be the FD push from Terran. Don't like it at all. Like I said, the rush distance is so big. And look, SCV is in the base. He saw the fast Nexus. He knows it's an expansion off one Dragoon. Kind of greedy from SuGo, but every time you do this, you follow up with a fast second gate like what we're seeing from SuGo. By the time Terran gets across the map, you know, Protoss is going to have 4 Dragoons out in about 20 seconds, and then Terran's got to move across the map. That means we're going to have 6 Dragoons versus, what, 6, 7, 8 Marines and 1 tank and 1 Vulture? Dragoons are just going to eat that alive.
Yeah, but I think the reason why Terran is doing that push, he wants to lay some mine in very good positions just to keep Protoss into the base until he will have Observer, and I think he's doing what he wanted, because now he's pushed back SuGo close to his natural, and if he will lay some line close to the entrance of SuGo natural, I think he will achieve what he wanted, because he's going for expansion behind it, we can see.
Yeah. Oh, is he going to get that tank? Oh,
Very
actually,
nice
a lot of the
micro.
Dragoons taking a lot of damage, so great micro from InCa there, and actually there are not 6 Dragoons here, there's only 4, and one of it's already severely damaged. So yeah, this push will actually deal a lot of damage in the probe line even.
Oh, I think he should not go any further, because saving this tank will be huge value for InCa.
Oh, he's got to be so careful of that mine. Oh, SuGo might think there's no mine there because he just cleared it. Yeah.
Yeah,
oh,
you're right. Big hit, and one Dragoon goes down. Oh, and he wants to force this Dragoon to come to this mine, and now the probes are dying.
Well, actually, a lot of damage done from InCa, so this worked out better than expected. He even got the, well, he did lose the tank, but he's got his natural completed now, and InCa's keeping up the aggression. I see his starport is done. Probably going to be a Vulture drop afterwards, and SuGo, his first observer is going to go to the natural to clean up all these mines. The observer might not ever see this come in.
Yeah, but I'm a
this dropship, I mean.
a little bit afraid that InCa is not making any tanks, so when SuGo will have Observer, he will be able to attack InCa and he will have nothing to defend against Dragoons.
Yeah, he's just building pure vultures right now. He's going to get a bunch of mines on the map, get a bunch of vision. Even if the mines don't hit anything, you at least know where Protoss is moving around. He's actually killed a lot of Dragoons here. I think it was like 4 or so. Dropship is coming out. This is going to be perfect. The observer is right out just now. It's going to clear out the mines. And then it's probably going to go to the right side and be completely out of position for this drop. InCa is going to deal a lot of damage with this drop, I think. Oh, wow. Actually, the observer's... Okay, it's still here. I thought it was going back into the main for some reason.
Yeah, but this is very original strategy from InCa. I never saw this build and followed up by the fast expansion and follow up by the fast dropship. This is very nice aggressive strategy out of our Terran player.
Yeah, and like I said, here comes the drop. Look at the observer. It's way out of position. We gotta check, is one coming out? No, there's not another observer coming out. There's a shuttle. If he can get mines down in key places, this will shut down the mineral line for quite a while. And it's going all the way at the very top. It's unseen.
Perfect
completely.
position for the vulture drop. And now it will be shock mode for the SuGo.
Yeah, InCa really putting on the pressure here. A lot of probes going down. Still no mines set up here. Oh, he's got to lay mines. You don't want to just lose these vultures. But look at SuGo. He's actually teching really hard. He was going into the 2-base arbiter play or DT drop. We actually have 2 DTs being built. But InCa just got a full scout. He knows what's coming.
Yeah, he didn't lose any vulture and he delayed so much mining time. He killed so probes, so this was definitely a very successful drop. And now
he did so much damage there. And now Protoss has to stay back. Terran's powering quite a bit right now. We're on 3 factory. Actually, looking around, we don't even have an academy built for Terran right now.
Dropship will be sniped. Very bad loss.
It died.
Yeah, it died.
But
so
look,
10 limit goes down.
Yeah, but Terran, he's got his eBay, but we don't have an academy. Like I said, that we have 1 turret in the main, but it's in a weird spot. It's at the bottom of the base. This DT drop that's coming in, there's nothing there.
Yeah, that might be terrible. Of course, there is. Oh, there will be a dropship again. So there is no chance that this is science facility. Oh, and now there will be the shock. Oh my God, this is DT.
So SuGo, he took a lot of damage to the drop, but he's matching the drop with his own drop, and this is gonna shut down the mineral line for so long. He's gonna have to slowly build turrets just to defend this command center. And he's got 2 DTs. He can split them up. He can go into the NAT.
Yeah, he can do whatever he wants, and he killed more SCVs than InCa killed SuGo probes. So I think this was definitely, right now it's already much more successful.
Yeah, he's shuttling even more DTs in, and now he's actually able to shut down these supply depots. Depots will get supply block the Terran, and now Protoss will have map control for a long time. Potentially could double expand right now. That'd be a great idea for him. Look how many turrets are going down for InCa. We're at like 5 or 6 now. Yeah. Tons of minerals wasted.
It will be good against carriers later, but now they are all useless.
Yeah, I'm still looking around for the academy. I don't see even an academy built anywhere. He's solely relying on these turrets, but he's just got to keep building them all over the place just to survive 1 or 2 DTs.
Yeah, this DT pressure was incredible. Of course, he didn't kill any tanks, so InCa still have like 6-7 tanks left, but he killed so many SCVs that it's huge advantage for SuGo, and now he's probably will go for another expansion.
InCa's got another vulture drop. Nothing here, so both players dealing a lot of economic damage to each other. I still favor SuGo's position quite a bit. InCa doesn't even have SCVs at his NAT yet, or in his main yet.
Yeah, he didn't transfer them yet, so it's a pretty big economical disadvantage for him. But did he add somewhere arbiter tribunal? I think he didn't have time for that. Now he added that.
Yeah, it just started. We are going into arbiters. SuGo does not have a 3rd base yet. InCa does have his third command center built. But look at the main. Not many SCVs there. Not many SCVs at the natural. Well, the third base just got saturated, so a pretty low SCV count from him.
Yeah, but he have third base, and Protoss didn't even start at his own, so I'm shocked how quickly InCa is expanding.
Yeah, if he can secure all 3 bases, his econ will start exploding. Still worried about a potential attack from SuGo. SuGo has a lot of Dragoons. The shuttle is still alive. There's even DTs in the shuttle. A shuttle bomb would be absolutely catastrophic for the Terran. There's no support for these tanks, really. There's 2 Vultures. If anything gets on top of this tank line, they'll just start splashing each other in insta-melt.
Yeah, but look at this map. This is pretty good for Terran, and now I know why InCa chose it, because you have a possibility to secure 4 expansions with relatively small space to cover. So now he can even build this mineral only, and this is something like Secret Breaker when you have 3 gases, 4 mineral onlys.
Oh, I don't know about this. The tank line is long. Yeah, SuGo's gonna back off. If he can get a good drop on top of these tanks, oh, he's going for it.
Yeah, he's going for Dark Templar drop and Zealot drops very nicely. Oh my god.
2 tanks instantly die. DTs, they're not seen right now. They're killing these tanks. 5 tanks.
Times. Yeah. Almost 6.
All of the tanks are gonna die. This Zealot is gonna get the tank also. Oh, almost. But wow, what good good tank damage right there from SuGo. SuGo's taking his third base, backing off now. But yeah, InCa, his supply is getting up there now. We're at 110 to 85. He's coming back into this game for sure.
Yeah, I'm looking at this game, and this value out of like 4 units, if you can exchange 1 Dark Templar for 1 tank, you always want to do it against against Terran. And I'm wondering, does InCa wants to expand more? Because this STV is staying in the position that I would be shocked, because SuGo didn't even start. He just is starting mining from his third, and he's already thinking about his 4th expansion. Maybe he is a Zerg in his heart.
Yeah, as Terran, just matching Protoss Nexuses is pretty good. You don't really have to be ahead in command centers to the Nexuses. Just matching is a good spot for Terran, so it would be a bit greedy from InCa, but at the same time, building a command center at this mineral only would actually be some sort of semi-wall that could actually benefit him. So I wouldn't actually mind a 4th command center going in. But we actually have another drop from InCa to the natural this time, and nothing here again from SuGo, killing so many probes.
These drops from InCa are incredible. This is third drop, and third drop, it did some damage. It was not crucial damage, but he killed few probes there, and it's paying off for him.
Yeah, I actually thought InCa was probably just dead after this DT drop, but he's getting back into this game really nicely. SuGo, meanwhile, he's got a lot of gateways. His arbiters are finally coming out. He's got his third base up. He really needs to get a 4th base, though, because Terran's going to take a 4th base pretty soon. Supplies are really close. We have upgrades going for Terran. All those turrets that InCa actually built in the early game are not even going to be that bad now, because if an arbiter manages to get past a couple of them, there's backup turrets.
Yeah, definitely. It looks funny, and if someone would look at that, he would think, oh my god, what a noob is playing, but he don't know what happened here, and he don't know the reason why the turrets are here.
Yeah, 140 to 120. Oh, Vulture drop going back into the main. I think this one will get shut down, though.
Yeah, the cannon
Maybe?
is... Oh, he should unload right now! Oh my god. He's killing more and more. Oh, he killed only 1 probe because he's not target firing. But the dropship will survive.
Yeah, and InCa now building his 4th command center. SuGo also building his 4th nexus. Everything is pretty much just even right now, I think. What is the tank to shoot? Oh, he's shooting those temples in the back. He wants to take that back base.
Oh, because there is a gas over there.
Yeah, it's going to be a pretty safe base to take. He can spam a bunch of mines, similar to top and bottom bases on Circuit Breaker, where you just lay a huge minefield with turrets and you're pretty safe to recall. So I really like this play, and if Terran can get 4 gas, they're going to be super strong.
Yeah, I think already the position of Terran is pretty good. Of course, Protoss was able to take 4 expansion, so he should be able to re-macro his army. He have pretty healthy amount of gateways. He should add more soon. But this game is very, very nice. And InCa is showing us, after the first game, he's showing us definitely much more skill than in the first game.
Yeah, for sure. Looking at InCa's unit comp, we actually have 3 science vessels out. That's quite a lot. Going to be difficult for him to control, but if he can get off an EMP on all those arbiters, that'd be absolutely great for him. I see an arbiter going from the mineral only up to the top. We might be seeing a recall any moment now. It's got the energy for it. Yeah, here it goes.
Oh, this might be terrible for SuGo if he will recall on top of the minefield. Oh, but he's going for it, I think.
Oh my gosh, so many turrets. Wow, wow.
Oh, the mine just got... Oh, this was pretty good mine, but it was not that successful as I thought it would be.
Yeah, and SuGo is shutting down this armory. He probably thinks that's a big pickoff, but actually that upgrade just started, so it's not actually a huge deal for Terran. But look at the base layout for InCa. He's got to send so much back just to defend it, and all of his units are coming in one at a time. Actually, this recall didn't do that much, but it did open up a spot for a potential second recall. Looking to see if we have another arbiter.
Yeah, because he lost that one. I'm searching for 106 energy, so soon he will be able to make this recall. In the same time, InCa is taking his 5th base.
Yeah, Protoss is getting pretty big, even has pylons at the bottom side of the map. No nexuses yet, though. But Terran, he's got his 5th command center going. That recall was kind of a fail. Not much lost here. Pretty much just all turrets in the armory that wasn't even really upgrading. We'll have to pay attention to this armory that InCa built at the natural. Okay, I was gonna say, make sure he gets +2, and he did. He's instantly getting it. So he's on top of his upgrades, but now SuGo transferring to bottom left. His econ's going crazy. Looks like we've just kind of stabilized and we're setting up for that big macro style that we're going to see in the late game.
But already SuGo, by intercepting this armory, he already have upgrade advantage. He have 2-0 when InCa just started his own 2-0, so it's very good out of him. And I was looking at the Forge, and he's making upgrade right after another, so this is always something when you have like upgrade advantage, and you are slowing down Terran because he wants to move out with this +2 upgrade when it's ready.
Yeah, +2 is so strong in the Protoss matchup, especially versus carriers, but it's also very good versus the ground units. But also +1 or plus weapon versus Terran is so important. If you miss plus weapon, the tanks will survive for an extra shot. And any amount of time you're taking extra siege tank shots, that's going to be terrible for you. But SuGo, he's in the middle of the map, clearing out these mines. It looks like he's trying to do an attack.
There's only one tank defending this base.
Yeah, look at this base layout. What is this? There's just a huge depot field. If SuGo attacks, how does InCa defend this?
Yeah, I have no idea, but I think that SuGo don't know what to do right now. This unit's clamp looks like he wants to go for a recall, but I don't see any arbiter going anywhere for a recall. So I'm wondering what SuGo would like to do, and I really like that he's adding 2 more gateways over there. He should add like maybe 10 more gateways. It would be very good for him, because when he loses this limit, he would like to have easy way to rebuild it. Oh, this huge force from Terran.
InCa's decided that it's time to go. Huge army pushing out now. He's got 3 vessels. They all have max energy. Oh, he's looking for sick EMPs. He could literally EMP the entire army of Protoss. That would wipe out all the shields. That would literally That would wipe out thousands of health. Oh my god, why is he not doing it?
EMP that army!
Oh, something got recalled. He recalled onto those temples on the right side. There's a counterattack from SuGo.
Oh my god, this is perfect position. He just cut off this mine army from reinforcements, and now InCa should be able to clear this mine forces from SuGo.
Yeah, InCa's splitting up his army pretty well. This command center might get picked off, but SuGo's 4th base is gonna go down. And like you were talking about, SuGo needed 10 gates at the bottom. He's only got 4. InCa potentially could kill all the bases at the bottom, and now SuGo's army that was doing this counterattack is actually pretty small. Slick move by InCa right here.
Yeah, very nice army split, I really like it, and he have pretty healthy amount of Goliaths, so in case of Arbiter would come, he would be able to snipe it very easily.
Yeah, I'm checking that armory. Okay, it did not get picked off. +2 is about to hit, and Terran's much stronger with +2 compared to +1. But at the same time, InCa's army is split up now. Look at Terran, Protoss supply. He's maxed.
Yeah, he's max, and Terran is only 140, so he didn't have space to rebuild more factories, I think, in the main base. Because this is what he needs. He needs like 4 to 6 more factories to rebuild his army, especially on 5 bases. Oh,
Yeah,
and huge attacks from
decided
SuGo.
that he can just base trade. There's so much Terran at bottom left. I guess he feels like he's maxed. There's no way Terran can stop it, and I think he's right. The mineral only's going down. This 4th base is going down. Oh my gosh, did SuGo just bust through?
Yeah, I think there is not much left for InCa to defend. Of course, he have 3 siege tanks in the main base, so his main base is pretty secure. But what? Why would you need main base if you don't have any income?
Yeah, and look at InCa at the natural, 0 SCVs mining. We're mined out in the main. InCa is essentially mining only on mid right. SuGo's got his mineral only going at least. He's still got quite a few units. He's got bottom right going. We have a huge probe transfer. I think SuGo might have done it.
Yeah, I think he might. He already is securing this game, but he needs to be patient right now. It would be best for him just to kill this 3 o'clock expansion.
Oh, big recall coming into the main.
Oh, he took these units. Oh, there is no scan. He don't see this unit. InCa didn't pay attention. He have a scan in natural. He just scanned, but now all the tanks are gone. And this was perfect recall from SuGo.
Yeah, and I was loving InCa's position, but he's just spread too thin. He couldn't defend all the areas. Sure, he wiped out the bottom, but SuGo's got bottom right. He's still got his mineral only. And now he's in your factories. Oh my gosh.
And it will take some time until these tanks will reinforce from the second half of the map. And at the same time, SuGo did take the 5 o'clock expansion, so he's mining really healthy. He's still having a lot of minerals in this mineral only, so he can rebuild his army, where if InCa will build anything, it will be killed by this army standing on top of the factories.
Yeah, exactly. And SuGo might even intercept this army. This army may not ever back to the Terran's main. I don't think Terran knows about bottom right. Well, maybe he does. He is heading that way. And if he can kill it, at least SuGo will be back on 1 base, and then Terran will still be on mid right, at least.
But there should be 2 stasises, and
oh my gosh.
Oh, he should scan. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
All the army is frozen, so yeah, this is how you do it.
Oh, and InCa can't save these tanks. These will be dead. He's just got nothing to reinforce with.
Yeah, he's still mining from 2 bases, the same as SuGo, but SuGo army is just 10 times bigger than his own.
InCa with this hidden factory at the bottom, but it gets scouted somehow. I don't know how that's... what?
Why did he build factory over there? Maybe he wanted to kill this expansion with this 1 factory? Or maybe he didn't have space in the main. Yeah, and these tanks, so quickly. King, just 1 Dragoon.
But InCa's not giving up. Supplies are heavily in favor of SuGo now, 150 to 70. But InCa's a fighter trying to get his mineral only up. He does have decent saturation at mid right now. Natural actually has pretty good saturation too, but how's he going to stop this army?
And since he have five science vessels, he should EMP everything what is coming towards him.
Yeah, I can't imagine InCa holding this. We have Arbiter has stasis in it. There's so many EMPs here. Really like to see him just EMP everything. Oh, actually there's a tank trop at the mineral only, killing a lot of probes.
Oh
that
yeah, 17
kills.
17 kills overall for this army, and he will kill these two units. Oh, but huge attack is coming from SuGo. He wants to clear this.
Yeah, there's just not enough left from InCa. SuGo's busting through 130 to 66. It's just impossible to hold. Unfortunately, InCa just does not have the econ. There's the
GG.
GG.
Very impressive game out of InCa. I'm very impressed by this player if he will practice a little bit more, because his decision making in some parts was a little bit weird, but beside that his harassment with these dropships and overall expanding was very good, and SuGo is just too good for him, but InCa definitely a very good player and worth observing.
Yeah, that was a great game. A lot of damage being done with those drops on both sides. Liked InCa's play a lot more than the roadkill game. The Dragoon count was just so big in that roadkill game. It was kind of... I really didn't like that build. But as far as that last map, I really did like InCa's build quite a bit.
Yeah, and for most game I felt like he had advantage, and when he moved out it looks like his army is so big that it's almost impossible to kill from SuGo, but this recall like made this job and split the army, and then he was able to take this game from this position.
Yeah, Terran's army was massive. We had six EMPs available. That would have hit the entire Protoss army. And every unit of Protoss, I think, has like at least 60 shields, at least the Dragoons and the Zealots. If you have 40 Zealots or 40 Dragoons like that, that's 2,400 shield damage.
Oh,
that's
yeah.
so much damage. That's unreal damage.
Yeah, and maybe he didn't have EMP.
He did. I saw him upgrading it. He had it.
Okay, okay, so that was not an excuse. He had it and he didn't use it, so shame on him.